Star Report.
Playing the Star Report on YouTube.
Hey Google, show me the Star Report.
Here you go.
Emojis all the time, and then he's just like always got an opinion about something. But I think he has been taking shots at Ye, and Ye claps back to him. Pardon me, Troll Baby's greeting. Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry. Emojis all the time, and then he's just like always got an opinion about something. But I think he has been taking shots at Ye. And Ye clapped back at him. Pardon me, Troll Baby's greeting. Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry. He said something about, correct me if I'm wrong, part of the deal to get out of jail was to go after him. Talking about Meek Mill. Part of the deal that Meek got to get out was so that he could go after Ye. Hang on a second, guys. Who's texting me? Folks, I'm working. It's not played. Okay, Dana. Sit tight, Dana. I see you. I see you. He took a hard shot at Diddy. Diddy's my nigga, man. We've had our issues, but Diddy's my guy. And Diddy is part owner of Revolt TV. I'm surprised well, I'm not surprised. Salute to Revolt. They did not try to censor Ye. Clapping at Diddy, called him the Fed. And maybe he said some other things later on, but I did not catch that. But here's something I want to point out in case you saw it or you did not see it. Ye, formerly known. Here's what I want to say. There are many people. Certain caliber, or and even though Ye is not a reader, he has admitted he's not a reader, but he has a wellspring of knowledge, and I like the way he. And Diddy is part owner of Revolt TV. I'm surprised well, I'm not surprised. Salute to Revolt. They did not try to censor Ye. Clapping at Diddy, calling him the Fed. And maybe he said some other things later on, but I did not catch that. But here's something I want to point out in case you saw it or you did not see it. Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, took a hard shot at Charlamagne the God. Yes, no, Troll Babies? Something about why are you concerned about the size of another man's dick? Talking about the dirty white boy Pete. Yay! Yay! And for those of you too young to know history and people of a certain caliber, or and even though Ye is not a reader, he has admitted he's not a reader, but he has a wellspring of knowledge, and I like the way he's expressing himself and executing now. Here's what I want to say. There are many people, not to put Ye on the same level of Einstein, but Einstein married his cousin. So just think about that in case you did not know with regards to, men of color, black men in America, who society tries to paint a picture of them being, just off their rockers or something, I just want to point that out. I'm sorry, also, my showrunner, the suspected Stockton serial killer, has been arrested. Folks, I think that's horse shit. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but, Paul Mooney, my old friend, once upon a time, he brought forth this whole, I guess it was a skit, or part of his comedy stage, act. He used to talk about 1-800-dial-a-nigger, or 1-800-blame-a-nigger, pardon me. Anybody old enough to know what I'm talking about? Paul Mooney pioneered that. 1-800-BLAME-A-NIGGER. And he used to go into, like, you know, this funny thing where if a crime were committed, you could call 1-800 and they would send you a nigger to blame. Anybody up to speed? I think they just picked up some random nigger, 43-year-old Wesley Brownlee, and they pinned the murders on him. Oh, and I couldn't even watch the goddamn press conference yesterday, the day before, I forget. They did so much grandstanding, law enforcement. Well, first, before we get to the defendant, we're not going to name him. We want to thank law enforcement. Please, stop thanking law enforcement. That's your fucking job. I don't know why I just screamed. It bothers me now. All the thanking and the thanking. Do your fucking job. That's it. Whoever the goddamn serial killer is, you know, he's been catching bodies. Why didn't you catch him after he killed 2 people? You have 5 bodies, and you're thanking every goddamn body. Anyway, just let me slow down. Okay, Florida Boy J, I see you, sir. Sit tight, sit tight, sit tight. Somebody just sent in a donation. Thank you for respecting the machine. Brian, salute to you, sir. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, and I want to throw something, put something on the table. Dana, sit tight. You're going to be my first caller. I want to ask you folks a question. I'm as old as dust, you know this. I haven't studied spiders since the 70s. I think when I was in middle school. I was born in 64, you do the math. So I've forgotten a lot of things. But here in Woodstock, which is where I live, we have a lot of brown recluse spiders. They're all over the goddamn side of the goddamn house here. And they don't bother me. I don't give a shit about them as long as they're not trying to come inside. But this morning, as I'm, you know, sweeping off my back deck, I noticed literally 20 fucking daddy long legs, that's what we used to call them, on the side of the goddamn house, just sitting there. Now, most people are creeped out about spiders, so I printed some stuff out. If there's anyone who knows about spiders, I would like to talk to you tonight. Arthropods, that's what they are, air-breathing arthropods. I've forgotten all of this stuff about spiders, but my question to you, for those of you who are believers in the theory of God, why did your God create spiders? 30 pages on Wikipedia. They're in every continent except the Antarctica, pardon me. Antarctica. That's the only place on this fucking globe that spiders don't exist. Why did your God create spiders? Just give me a second before I go to the calls. What is the purpose of a arthropod sitting on the side of the goddamn wall, house, building, tree, or hanging upside down, just waiting to kill its prey? And in a very evil, I'm going to use the word evil, in evil fashion. The prey gets caught in a web. The prey struggles to get loose. The spider slowly creeps up, spits some more web, or whatever you call that shit, I forgot, on the goddamn prey. The prey dies slowly, trying to get free. The spider just sits there and watches you die. 12 babies, I'm on one, yes, just give me a second. It watches you die. You know it's going to devour you. Maybe it comes over and takes a bite out of your leg. They have fangs. Maybe it sucks something out of you. I forgot. How evil is that? Why would your God, if you're believing the fear of God, why would your God create spiders? That's my question, right? Dana with the data, good evening. Are you there, Dana? A 1-2, a 1-2.
Yes, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. And let me just say right now, with all due respect, you watch your mouth tonight about the small hats, because you and I, you and I spoke earlier. You were trying to go hard in the paint. I said, don't you dare call into my show and fuck with my algorithm, right?
Yes, you did, and I respect you and your platform.
Likewise.
Listen,
Let's go, Dana. Come on.
protect Kanye West at all costs, honey. Yes, he is the entertainment media Black Moses. Let me be very specific.
Let's go.
And I also said to you earlier, listen, if, God forbid, he died before the end of this year, he should be a martyr. It should be martyr. He needs to have statues, not George Floyd. So, yeah, very inspiring, especially that first hour. Sometimes, and I do like drink chants a lot.
Yeah.
But sometimes, yeah. It's just that sometimes Nori, when a person is telling a good story, he'll interrupt it for them to take a drink. So that could be annoying. But other than that, I like drink chants. But it was a great interview, 3 hours. But that first hour, he went in, and I loved it. It needed to be said. He wasn't afraid to say it. And people need to give him his props for that and respect. So protect Kanye West at all costs. Yeah.
Okay, now you said you might get yourself a Patreon page and dumb out from time to time. That's what you said, and I said be careful, Dana, because niggas will not come to your defense if you get in trouble. I learned that from experience. So
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, let's say you're absolutely right, and that's why I'm like, okay, let me rethink that. Judge Joe Brown, he's running for mayor.
Yeah.
He's running for mayor, so I don't want nothing to come bite me in the ass 5 years from now.
Right.
But yeah, so I may have to rethink it. I may talk about it from a historical point of view, something educational, not something too aggressive or personal. However, but I don't have to talk about them because you know what?
Yeah.
He said in that interview, he said, if a Jewish person, we're doing business and it's not a good business deal or he robbed me or whatever, that's between me and that person. But when a Jewish person does good and succeeds, he feeds all of his people.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that. That's what Kanye said. And I appreciate him for that.
Yeah.
Because he was just laying out the things that they're doing. Well, we should be doing it. And he did not apologize like a Nick Cannon and the rest of them. He did say, however, he was jealous, and I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Okay, I didn't get to that part. I'm up to the part where he was talking about. Oh man, I'm forgetting now. He said he's going to Me Too the Jewish culture. I said, okay, big nigga, and then I think that was at the 51-minute mark, and then I had to run out, But now, hang on a second, hang on. So, Kanye West is wealthy. He's not nigger rich, he's wealthy. And,
Yes.
He can say these things. He can battle certain platforms. He can build his own platforms. I respect that about him. But do you think that his message will be misconstrued and this will be a costly price for him?
Well, I didn't know until they talked about his interview. He is the wealthiest Black man in the United States. Now, of course, it's going to come at a cost, right? It is. But, but you spoke the truth. So, is he going to be poor? No. But if you're worth, let's say, $2 billion, and say if the cost is you're only worth $50 million, you still didn't lose if you just going to measure it on money. You see what I'm saying? So he's a Black man. He talks about the challenges that he has to go through as a Black father, with the baby mama drama, and that's very relatable, whether you on a Kanye level or not. When you're talking about Black men. And I love the fact that what he said about Pete, Kim Kardashian's ex. I love what he said about him. He went in on him. So I appreciate the fact that he's a Black man and he wasn't afraid to speak the truth and his truth. And that's
well, hang on a second, Dana. I'm not sure if Kanye's truth is the truth or the pulse of the common man. And this is not me taking up for the Jews or defending the Jews, All of that we stuff is, it's different now. There was a time when the common interest of black people, whether they were Caribbean, FBA, or what have you, Cape Verdean, there was a common interest once upon a time. Now it's very splintered. People are claiming different heritages, pardon me, and things of that nature. So I can't just say, oh yeah, we're being done so wrong. I'm an objectivist, you know this from the School of Ayn Rand. Again, I think he has the money to fight back, but this battle that he keeps talking about and that he has not, apologized for, I think it might be costly. Now, hold on a second before I bring other people in. And guys, I see you on the phone lines. Sit tight, sit tight. You know what I'm really starting to like about Ye? The fact that he's talking about his father more. A decade ago, he was just his mom. And I don't know at what point his father came back into his life, because I don't think he was always there. But I like the fact that he's talking about his dad, their relationship. He spoke about his dad when he sat down with Tucker Carlson and recently with the Drink Champs. Any thoughts and comments on that?
Yes, and I'm glad you brought that up, because that is very important, because what he does have is influence. So whether you are a regular working man or a millionaire, it doesn't matter. What he has is influence. And young black men, black fathers, they need someone that's going to represent them, in a positive light, which is speaking the truth. But just going back talking about the father, he also said in an interview, which is very important, that he said he did admit that he's not a reader, but you really don't have to be an avid reader to gain knowledge or intelligence. He was like, where do you find, he said, where do you gain knowledge and intelligence? From two fathers, your father, who made you, and God. Yeah. So, and then he also said, so if they're trying to remove the black man out of the home, which they do, and then they're trying to make you not be a believer in God, then that means you're not gaining any knowledge or intellect.
Well, I'm a proud atheist, so I don't really, want to hear all that, devoid of God or embracing God talk. I know where he's coming from, and I respect other people's systems of living, but that doesn't mean anything to me. Go ahead.
No, but let me just say this, though. But you had your father in your life. So even though you are an atheist, you chose to be that, but you still got your knowledge and understanding from your father. You see what I'm saying? So whether you're an atheist or not, when you have your father teaching you, giving you that knowledge, you're still gaining knowledge. Mm-hmm. So whatever father it is.
Right. Good point.
Listen, very inspiring interview. I am going to do a show on it tomorrow.
Okay.
And I respect Kanye. Now, this is just media. He is not a Malcolm X.
Yeah, he's not an economist. He's not a physicist.
Right.
He's not an MD.
Politician. Right. He's not a politician. I will not vote for him.
Right.
I will not vote for him.
No.
But
absolutely not.
And he did not say what he has ever done for the black community, even though he posted he invested $100 million in building a community, a Yale community. But other than that, when it comes to entertainment and media, I respect him, and I'm gonna put him up there in my top 10 or top 5 as far as artists.
Okay.
And that's it. Yeah.
Hold on a second, Dana.
One more thing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I want to say, F those Cowboys, let's go Eagles, protect Jalen Hurts at all costs, yes. And you don't got to worry that your job security is safe. Because they was bigging up the new white boy quarterback.
Okay.
No, baby, because the Eagles is whooping that ass tonight, yes.
Okay.
Good to know.
Okay. Good to talk to you, Dana. Thank you.
All right, same here. Have a good one. Bye.
Damn, the data's happening. Guys, I see you with your PayPal donation. Sit tight, Big Aki, Big Nigga 22, coming to you guys shortly, okay? And folks, at the top of the live chat is the PayPal box if you care to support the machine, and the Cash App is on the screen. $ Star Report, okay? Mike, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. He says, what was it like when you checked out, died? I never died, sir. I joke around and say, I died years ago, but no, I'm still here in the metaphysically given. I never died. Because in order to die, then that would mean I came back. Don't subscribe to the resurrection and all that sort of jazz. But thank you, Mike, for your donation. Folks, what is Byron Allen worth? I know Kanye West is saying he's the wealthiest black man, and I've heard other people regurgitate that. What is Byron Allen worth? Byron Allen may be worth so much money to the point where he just doesn't even want it announced. Troll babies, any thoughts? Ray's Peace says Star is a ghost. Okay. Young Dope Man, pardon me. Are you out there, Young Dope Man? I sent you an email. You should have a wrench in my live chat. Check your email, please, all right? Also, folks, Deontay Wilder knocked out. Who's the guy he knocked out? I don't want to call that guy a bum. Who is he? Did he win 30 fights? I saw the knockout. It looked like he barely even hit the guy. He was backing up and the quick right. This guy goes down. Can't get back up. Come on. Crown King got your donation. Call in if you want to talk sports. Andre got your donation. Spiders are amazing. Without spiders, you would have a lot of flies, gnats, fruit flies, ants, moths, and most insects that are pests in the home and nature. Yeah, but never mind humans. Never mind humans. And Andre, thank you for your donation as always. But why would your God create spiders? What is their purpose? Evil, if you ask me. They just sit and they spend their lives, however long that lifespan is. I forget. I've studied spiders since Wardlaw Private School in Edison, New Jersey, in the 70s. What is the purpose? Just sitting there waiting. They cast a web. The prey flies into the web. The prey gets tangled up. The spider notices the prey, inches up. And there is the prey struggling to get free. Talk about a cruel death. It's fucking cruelty. JK got your donation. Okay, the curse of Don Mattingly. Oh, whoa! Dodgers eliminated last night? Holy shit. Thank you, JK. Isaiah got your donation. Peace, Mr. Torrain. Is it true you were a preacher in your younger years? I am an atheist because of your current perspective. I was inspired by the word, sir. And in the early 80s, I was in Times Square, Manhattan, for about 30 days, preaching the word. Yes. And then I discovered cocaine, and I said, to hell with that. Well, thank you for your donation, sir. Okay, let me go to the phone lines. Big IKEA got your donation. I'm coming to you shortly. Area code 734. Good evening. We're talking about the Ye interview on the Drink Champs. Are you at the speed? 734.
Yeah, good morning, big dog.
It's 10 p.m., sir. Where are you calling from? You said good morning.
What?
It's 10 p.m. Where are you calling from? You said.
Oh, no, my bad. Good evening.
Okay. What's cracking? How are you?
Yeah, man, but check us out, man. Spiders, they gonna kill you, bro. Relax, man. Relax.
So I'm not worried about a spider killing me. That wasn't my question. I said, why did your God create them? I said nothing about I'm worried.
I mean, I can answer the same thing about cockroaches.
Okay, tell me, sir. Tell us. Tell us, why were they created?
Anyway, man, let me get to the topic, bro. Yeah, I seen a Jeffrey Dahmer documentary.
So we're talking about Ye's interview on the Drink Champs, not Jeffrey Dahmer. That was 8 days ago.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you. In the world of radio and broadcasting, that's what you call a scattered listener. said nothing about Jeffrey Dahmer in terms of a topic tonight, you know? I said that the black man arrested for the Stockton serial killing. Actually, I think I mentioned Jeffrey Dahmer.
It didn't.
Hold on a second. Folks, please, let's stay on topic tonight. I'm not your friend. Don't call me to catch up. I just asked, why did your God create spiders? Or why are spiders here? If you're an atheist like myself, what is their purpose? They're fucking evil. Area code 610, good evening. Yay was on the drink champs. Are you at the speed? 610.
Yeah, I'm up to speed and all that, but interview was cool. It was a cool interview. You know what I'm saying? I saw probably like half of it.
Okay.
And it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of what Gates says, he ain't wrong. It's just that he going at them people. You know what I mean? You know about the people. You know what I mean? And it's just not a side of the fence you want to be on. You know what I mean? And it's not even about no corny shit. It's just, why make enemies in business? You know what I mean? Like, if you can make partnerships and get money together, why are you tripping? You know, like, he's not saying nothing that people don't already know. So I feel like, where is he going? What's his goal? I mean, you would probably know better than I would because you in the industry and stuff like that, but he just, I don't know, man. I feel like he make it.
Can I ask, how old are you, sir? I appreciate the call. How old are you?
25
Okay.
out there, Philly.
Okay. You know, I can see Kanye West's points. I can see his concerns, but you know, he's struggling. If you ask me, he's hitting brick walls. If you ask me, because those people, as you made reference to, they move to the beat of a different drum. Have you ever heard of the Talmud? Never mind the Torah. The Talmud.
Yeah, that's the holy book, ain't it?
Yes. Well, the Talmud is the instructions for the Torah. And the Talmud specifies not to help others like you, like me. Your life is not worth saving. So, he's in a battle. I'm not saying he's crazy anymore. I mean, he has crazy shit in the past, and he is on meds, but you know, I'm off that. We're all on something. So he's fighting on a different front. He's got the money, and that's what, if you ask me, that's what he's facing right now. People that are living according to a different set of rules. And that Talmud, it's deep. If you ever get time, you can go on YouTube and you can hear some of it translated. Not all of it, but some of it, and we'll give you some insight. Okay, you were saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, you bring a great point too with the Talmud. I don't know if you ever seen the video, but it's a classic debate with Brother Polite and the Rabbi Harry. I don't know if you've seen it, but
yeah.
Goddamn, nigga don't try to press that on. The fuck?
Well, now hang on a second. Brother Polite is a good guy, but he claims to have authored 90 books. Come on, my nigga.
Hey, man, let that man feel his fire out, man.
No. Hey, Brother Polite has called my show.
Let that man breathe.
Hey, that man has called my show. I can't take shots at him, but at the same time, he caught a rape charge in Miami on a minor. I don't know what happened to that, but you know, Go ahead, finish up. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, with the point I was getting at though is he was having that debate, and his partner, because he was there with somebody, he had asked the rabbi. He said, "Tell us about the goyim," and Harry said that the goyim is not necessarily. He said it's not necessarily black folk. It's just anybody who's not of the faith. You know what I mean? So when you say like
exactly, that's why I said you, me, and others. It's anybody who is not, you know, of a small hat. I'll just say that. But go ahead.
No, that's it, though, man. It'll be an interesting fight, but yeah, I appreciate you taking the call.
Stay there.
Have a good show.
No, stay with me. Stay with me. I wanna. You recommended something. You spoke about a debate with Brother Polite and I forget the guy's name. Here's a
Rabbi Harry.
yeah. Here's a debate you might want to check out. It's an old debate. Ahmed D-Dot versus Jimmy Swaggart. Hell of a debate. It's very old. You're young.
That's a good one.
Oh man, it's. I think he's. Well, I know he's dead now. Ahmed D-Dot. He ate Jimmy Swaggart's food. They were talking about the Bible and the Quran. Classic debate, and Jimmy Swaggart had nothing for him. And Jimmy Swaggart was at his peak at that point, before he got caught up in the whole, jerking his joystick in the hotel with whores. But yeah, Ahmed D-Dot versus Jimmy Swaggart. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna look that up, man. You put me on game. I appreciate that. I'm gonna call back in. I just sent the donation too, so
Salute.
I just hit you cash up.
Salute, my nigga. Salute. Yes, sir.
All right, man. One.
Okay, one. Yeah, nigga said he's sending the Skrilla. You're my friend. I only fuck with niggas who spend Skrilla. The Combs 444 star. Spiders are here to kill annoying bugs. Giants. Knicks are next. How about that, star? Knicks are next what, sir? Next doing what? Call him with that bullshit. But thanks for the donation. TJ says Brother Polite has written cat in the hat material on a roll of tissue in Florida County. Hold on a second. Somebody said they're on the line. Who's texting me? Wait a minute. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. My nigga Jen. Jen, what's poppin', my nigga? How you feel?
I'm really good. How are you, sir?
And Jen, I'm your nigga too. You can say yo star, my nigga. Come on, Jen, you're from the hood.
Yes, yo, star, my nigga was good.
I'm good. I'm good. Queen, what's poppin'? Queen, let's talk about it. What's cracking?
I called to talk about Jeffrey Dahmer's sandwich. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Did you see part of the Ye interview on Drink Champs or no?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I flipped through it. I've been watching like little clips other people are posting. I just can't give him 3 hours, man. I can't.
I did 1 hour. I did 1 hour today.
Maybe I can do an hour, but he's saying the same thing over and over again, just on different platforms. I do have a very honest, sincere question.
Go ahead.
And you probably have this answer. My question is, for many, many, many years, I've heard the phrase, yo, you better not talk about them people. I don't understand what the obsession is, or the fear, or I don't get it. Like, what is the hard on for the small hats? Is it because they survived genocide and you didn't? Like, what is the obsession? What is the obsession with the?
Good morning,
I don't get
Waypoint.
it. As far as I know, those people are out the way. They just want everything. But they're out the way.
Well,
So
I can't.
I'm looking at
How you
Kanye
doing?
like. Yeah.
I can't speak for everybody, and listen, I don't kiss nobody's ass. I'm a businessman.
Right.
I'm a businessman, so listen, I can do business with the devil. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I'm a capitalist. You can be Puerto Rican and call into my show and take constant shots at FBA, and I'll let you rock. Whoever. I'm about that bag. So, with regards to people who, how did you phrase it? People obsessed or?
I'm good.
They just
Had me a
scared.
little
Like,
420
I don't
last
get, like,
of
I've
the
been
week.
hearing that for
Energy
so many
is
years. Like,
smoke.
oh, but you didn't say that about the small hats.
And
so
I'm just
I'm like,
catching
what?
myself up
Why does it
on
always go to that?
How about this?
some of
Money,
Star's
power,
content.
respect. Got you eating right.
He's
Mhm.
covering all Kanye West's.
If you ain't got
And
no
I
money,
need the money to buy.
you ain't got
on
no
the Drink
power,
Champs.
and you ain't got no respect.
I have
Go
yet
on
to
and get
watch a
you some
full
money.
episode of Drink
Stop
Champs,
crying.
so
Get you some money and stop worrying about
He
the
says
small
it's
hats.
3
Get you
hours,
some money
but
and join the
I'm just
party.
here on my regular.
I agree.
Late
I
night
agree. I
vibes.
agree 100%. But I see Ye doing what Monique did, right? But it's easy to get black people together and collected. As long as you say we, they love that word we. We people. We. They start thinking like, it's like, oh, yeah, as long as you say we, they're like, oh, look, he's for us. He's for us. That's the same reason Monique uses it. I love us for real. It's about we. I love us for real. Whenever they need the people on their side, they use the word we and us, right? So, but I see Ye doing the same thing that Monique does. He's just complaining about his business going awry, not about the people or what's happening to the black people in our communities or the oppression or the systematic racism. He don't care about that. He cares about they did him wrong, because if you watch his interviews, he's praising everybody white. So I don't get it. He's in bed with the people that he's claiming is doing him wrong.
If I can jump in for a second, Jen, here's something that I do. Again, he's talking about the relationship with his father more. I like that. He's also talking about his kids. I recommend you watch an hour because you are a content creator. Folks, if you're new to the show, I'm talking to On the Block with Jen on YouTube. He's talking about his kids, and he's there for his kids. I got to give him that respect, you know, and he took shots at Diddy and others who did not come to his aid, if you will, assistance, side, whatever. So with regards to that, I can appreciate him. But now hang on a second. And again, for those who don't know, Jen, you are Puerto Rican, and you are an atheist like myself, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now,
So I don't know anything about those spiders.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the spiders.
But now, to be fair, because you and I talk behind the scenes sometimes, to be fair, you don't just go at black people. You go at Puerto Ricans as well. And guys, go to Jen's page On the Block with Jen. AOC, Alexandria Cortez.
I didn't catch any of the games.
She does that same thing. She goes up into different areas up in New York, and she starts talking that wee shit. She starts code switching.
But I think it's a little too early
She
to
starts putting on the shucking and yucking, right?
make any decision.
She also said she
I
was
mean,
Jewish.
unless
Did you hear
motherfuckers
that?
are just zero and haven't won a game yet.
But she was
I
on
think
that,
it's a
on
little
that
too
hardcore
early.
Puerto Rican shit when she first came out the door, and she was trying to rally up the troops. Yeah, y'all, yeah, yo. And then they're talking
But
jive.
yeah, she's a politician.
critique
So,
him.
you know, she's going to go after the Latin vote. She's a politician.
But even
That's
though
what
he's
they
the
do.
oldest,
I mean, I didn't vote for her, so I
he's the
don't
oldest
care.
quarterback in the game, so everything he does is going to be critiqued, good or bad.
No God, no master. Okay, sorry.
But it's
No
only
God,
week
no
what? What are we?
master,
Week
no
6?
master politician.
Okay.
But,
Man,
you
is this
know,
week 6?
I'm just trying to show people that you can be objective. So you have gone at her, and Kanye is also.
Of course, the critics are going to have something to say the moment he has a bad game, right? So,
That she's been talking, trying
or
to support
a series, and I haven't like this. It's too early in the season. It's too early in the it's too early in the season for me to give a damn. Football, basketball, any of the early seasons, the early part of the season doesn't really matter.
He bragged about her body. Now he's mad that she's been naked.
Still amazing at 45 years old. Yeah.
But he's been with her. So if he didn't have so many contradictions, I could really get into Ye. If he wasn't a walking contradiction. But he's attacking the people that he's praising. He's attacking the woman that he was praising. So I can't take him seriously. I think he's throwing a rich boy tantrum, just like Monique does.
Good points. Are you doing anything new on your platform that you want to promote?
With that, being
Last
3-3,
night,
week 6.
it was a movie. I snapped last night. I was talking about.
We can't draw a conclusion of whether he's better off without Bill. And he already did what he did last year, so that's a dead conversation. But now moving forward, still that even makes it better. He's on another team and he still has a record equivalent to his former team.
You are a woman of
Which speaks volumes for the former team,
48.
for Bill,
48.
with the new quarterback, because he's got him running at the same record as of the moment at week 6, equivalent to his predecessor.
Literally competing, and there's a lot of stats out here that show that.
But
they are
as much as I'm a Patriots fan and have been, And now that Brady's left, number 12's gone. That was my birthday as well. We used to go for family vacation to what is that? Boston.
Yeah, I did it, but the juicy thing is, one of my transgender friends is gonna cam up with me soon because
that was my reason for rocking with them.
And she was in the chat, and she was like, "I want to come up, but I didn't catch you in time." So I was talking with her today.
I don't like what Bill.
But we're gonna talk about that aspect
Bill
of it,
did with
dating and how she's dating, alleged straight men. But she doesn't out anybody.
What's his name?
She's not the type that would out anybody. But she's dated celebrities and everything, and she's gonna come up with me.
Quarterback he just had in there that he got rid of for this new kid.
So I go
Not
there.
Brady.
I talk about everything.
Because he replaced Brady with another star player. I forget who the damn kid, what the name's, kid's name was. And in that move of doing that with him, it was like he fucked up his career. Bill fucked up his career. Because now he's like nowhere, like just about.
Good to talk to you. Have a great evening, Jen.
Cam Newton, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
That's on the block with Jen.
I mean, Cam may be on a new team right now that I'm not unaware of because I haven't checked in a while. But since that move, I've just had a bad vibe towards the Patriots. Like and Brady ain't there no more. Gronk ain't there no more. A lot of motherfuckers ain't there no more. He did his same Bill. I was mad with him before. This is the second time he's made me upset. Like literally, I was mad with him about 4 or 5 years back at the Super Bowl when he sat down Butler. Was that Jim Butler? Or somebody Butler? One of our running backs.
Oh man.
And son was strong, and he sat him down, and he notified him on the Super Bowl, like you won't be playing in this game.
Yeah, I even watched his movies.
And as a matter of fact, I think we lost that game, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we still won. We got beaten that game. Whoever it was we were playing. Yeah, Malcolm Butler, thank you. Yes, that was a stupid move. That was some real petty ass, cornball, sucker ass shit. I couldn't think, well, what the fuck did Malcolm do to deserve that? And then there was never any information on it. So I just dumped it on fucking Bill because he's the coach. He gets the last call. And then come to find out, a few years later the line, he did Newton wrong too. Yeah, we lost that game. Right. I was pissed with Bill and Brady. Then information was coming out that they were having problems. So it wasn't this magnificent duo deal. Coach and players shit like with Mahomes and the KC coach. No, they don't have that chemistry. It was more of a competitive and you trying to tell me what to do and I'm going to do what I want. I'm still winning, whatever kind of relationship. Bill lost respect. Just plain and simple. So I don't even really give a fuck about checking on the Patriots and what they're doing right now. Honestly.
I think people do understand that, sir.
He almost forced me to cancel, to cancel culture the fucking Patriots. Almost. But I won't put the entire damper on the fucking team and my love for the team aside because the coach is fucking up at this moment. At least there's no shit coming up that he was molesting some players or some dumb shit like, the college deal. Butler came back this year for spring training, but got cut from the team. See? Still came back loyal to, hey, oh, you can do tryout, you can waste your fucking time trying to impress me, but yeah, no. So Butler probably said, and respectfully so, some pretty cold shit after that game, during that game, and the time following out after the game as well, to the point where, there's no fucking bridge to cross. And Bill, to save his fucking ass, let him try out, make as if, I'm not the bad guy.
When Muhammad Ali changed his name from
My whole life. It's always a fan. Roger that.
My name is Muhammad Ali. So thank you, Blade.
Again, I think I explained, broke that down to you. I'm a man of a couple teams.
Yeah. George Floyd's family is considering a loss. George Floyd's dead, man. You can't defame a dead person. They're not gonna give up on that. Okay, please talk crazy.
And that's fucking foul, right? George Floyd is dead. And look at all the energy, money, effort. Energy, money, effort towards that one man's life and the instance of it, all to play out to date, and his family hasn't received a nickel, and other people have profited on his death. The cop that everyone has forgotten about went free, right? He back walking the land like king. I wanted to believe that there would be change moving forward, and that would be the unnecessary catalyst that the community needed to get respect and reparations. I thought that would be, enough. But I also knew it wouldn't be. And communities could have raised up more than they did in revolt. But communities raised up to hijack the vibe. Oh, blue lives matters. Oh, white lives matters. Oh, Latin lives matters. Oh, all lives matters. All diverting from the original matter. And while we're at it, Black Lives Matters raped one of their own. All that money, and they didn't take care of the family. People from around the world were sending in. That's why he was buried in a platinum casket. That's respectful, okay, good passing, and just historical, monumental passing. Now they're talking about making a monument for him, statue. I'm not against, but why is the family not taken care of? Why? conversation. Make it easy. Name one, aside from Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, name one Black American male that's iconically known, that received justice from the United States justice system, Justice Department, or the judicial one. Who? Where is he? Who's that guy? Why isn't his name coming to me right now? And we can go ahead and put Malcolm X and Martin Luther King back on the list too, actually, because they weren't allocated any justice from the American justice system, nor the American judicial system. No justice, no justice. Who's the guy? He should be historically famous. We know about gang and mob members who went up against the system and kind of won in a way by beating the case. I'm waiting. Bruv, you been around? Right? Where's the one famed Black American male who should be something of a role model? And there's statues of him because he stood for the community and got justice from the system for the community. Ooh, I'm seeing Martin, but no. As we all know, he was assassinated by the government. And so was Malcolm and others. JFK. And I did say Black American, so, but we can change it. You can make it neutral. Anybody. Just one? Way back when, because there's George Floyd and there's hundreds of others. But as far as things blowing up in our faces to where we all take notice, and then there's reactions from the communities, one to which can't be ignored. Well, the last time that was, what was his name? Out there in LA? Can't we all get along? Why can't we all just get along? Rodney King. I remember thinking, oh, they did Martin Luther King so bad. I bet when they were beating him up, Rodney King, some of them were really just bringing some of that old school beat down from the days of Rodney King, from the days of Martin Luther King, just, reserved hatred just because the man had King in his name. He probably sustained another 20 hits. Food for thought. back on our previous combo, you know, somewhat. Again, reparations of some sort need to be brought about. The only way to heal is to repair. But they don't let people grow so bitter, so cold. It's irreparable, just about. But I'm willing to bet. I'm a betting man, even though I don't, you know, bet like that. I'm a betting man, though. And I'm willing to place a purely large wager that if they were to make reparations, i.e. just throw money in front of people's faces, because it's theirs any fucking way, just give the people their money, then there'll be a real new wave for this country. There'll be new energy, vibes, new love, newfound love for the country in addition. That's the bonus package. Now, of course, as always, and probably forever, there will be hatred. There will be those that disapprove because they're not getting it, or they don't want reparations to come about. They don't want people to have their reparations. You know? They don't want them to be as rich as them or whatever, or just downright cold-hearted, empty-souled people that are like, no, fuck that, right? I mean, why would you, how could you, in your right mind, deny? Now, the funny thing is that I was listening to with Star and him explaining Kanye and who he's going up against, which is, I guess, the hardcore Jewish who subscribe to the, what did he say? That is the Torah. There's a Torah and then there's something else. But whatever the something else, higher level of religious belief system, the belief system that they're on says not to care for others, to leave them in their demises, allow them to grovel, leave them to grovel, do not help. And that's wild. We're being promoted a religion heavily. There's a Christian Bible in every hotel across this country. I wonder, do they just stop in and like, here's your government supply of Bibles free of charge? Yearly, annually. You guys need to stock up? You guys need a restock or what? No, we still got 10,000 sitting in the back, down in the cellar in storage. Why would we be handed? I get it, you know, master manipulation, but why would we be handed some? Fed some religion, way of religion to be, when the powers that be are not following that religion? Odd. But if you were into mass manipulation, it's not odd. It's actually basic. It's actually self-explanatory. The rich eat what? And we eat what? You know, their diet's different, how they move is different. So why wouldn't their religion be different? I'm just rambling. I'm just tempted as usual to sort some shit out. And back to sports. It's only week 6. I'm not bothered yet. By anything. And see, just as much as someone said Tom Brady's crying, I wonder what they would have to say if he hadn't lost the game yet and he was 6-0. He still got it. He's phenomenal. You know, he's a phenom. Living legend and so forth. Get back into it. Are you still there?
The language didn't want us to know what they really thought of us. Thank you, Blake. Thank you as always. Sal, I got your donation. It's a thin line between genius and insanity. Yay. I like how he's talking now, I will say that. I'm going to try and watch another hour of that interview tomorrow, okay? Gangs for Love got your donation. Sit tight, Gangs for Love. I want other people to chime in, you know, because this interview, I only saw an hour, and I'm not sure of everything Kanye West said. If you want to call in, you're more than welcome. I appreciate your donation, Gangs for Love, right? Let me also put Credit List Pro on the screen. Right now, let's go to area code 315. Good evening, Kanye West on the Drink Champs. Are you at the speed, a.k.a. Yay? 315.
Yes, can you? Yes, Star, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm from London. How you doing?
Hey, how are you, sir? What's cracking? What do you want to chime in first?
It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, I just want to talk about Ye and a few of the things that you touched on. But yeah, I said before that I think he's a genius. But there's one thing that he needs to let go of. He just needs to let go of Kim, man. He needs to let her go. That's the only thing I respect. Obviously, he's dealing with some mental health issues because he rambles, doesn't really, stay on point. But with this whole Kim, like,
You know what I dislike is that, for one, people gave him this genius title. 2, that I don't see his genius whatsoever. 3, because of ever since being given this genius title, hearing people chime in on the idea of his genius, but I just hear smoke being blown up someone's ass. Like, there's nothing I've ever heard from a Kanye supporter that without a doubt, without a shadow of doubt, states genius behavior or action. No. And because you have fucking money doesn't make you a genius. I wouldn't care that he's the richest black man in America. This is a fact. It doesn't make him genius. Lucky? And even if he worked at it or his clothing line sold so well that it shot him there, whatever. It has nothing to do with his actions. Genius to me is defined by action, not per se what you say. You can say smart shit, but if you do dumb shit, what the fuck is that? I don't define it as genius. More like idiotic. Wearing a White Lives Matter shirt just to draw attention to oneself as a black person in the spotlight. Genius. Stupid. Desperate. I come up with so many more words than genius. Dumb as fuck, like selloutish. Like, I don't know. But even more so, I realize that the machine is utilizing Kanye. That's genius. How the machine is utilizing Kanye to pitch him off as the richest richest black man in America, but also additionally slash the voice. So there's this misconstrued that what he says applies for me. No, that man don't speak for me. No. He's not a black leader. He hasn't done, while he's the richest black man, what has he done for the community? Well, let me check. One of my biggest disgruntlements with him is his genius decision to send people out to the streets and take the clothes from homeless people. I would imagine he gives them new clothes, but I hope at least. I don't know how they get paid for their clothing, if they're just asking to donate, but then he resells their clothing. Now, this isn't something that has prospered for him, and it's something he did. And to me, that's not genius. That's disgusting. And he wouldn't, as I'm hearing it, like they wouldn't clean the products off again, or maybe they did, and then, but like, so what? That's insulting. That's fucking disgusting, bro. You want to sell homeless people's clothing? What point are we proving? What are we doing here? It's a waste. This venture, this business venture, it has no fruition. But schmear. And he did it himself. It was his idea. So that's not genius. But what the fuck do I know? But what is genius is how the media, I say the government, the media / government are using him as a piece, a pawn on their game to make it as if Kanye is, but he's crazy and all this other shit. But they're not putting the light on where it belongs. Kanye speaks and acts for himself. Kanye don't know me, and I only know of Kanye. They must be up to something, since now the focus is on Kanye. And kicker, apparently he's gonna run for president. He's serious, sir. I just made up a word. He's seriouser than he was previous. since Donald Trump initially, it was a joke, and then things went serious. There goes Kanye attempting to dupe the move. And somebody who would buy the house across the street from their ex, when their ex left them for some other dude and they knew that dude, and just buy the house across the street from them, it's very weird to me. Not genius. No. It's a fucking train wreck. It's not genius. And Buddy just pointed it out too. Albert, and I won't say Albert Einstein is genius, basing off of what he said. You know, his theories and all that, that's good. I don't know them to and through. Don't care to. Never did. But come to find out, Albert Einstein married his cousin, his younger cousin. Yeah, that's not genius. That's weird. And so, in said instance, that outweighs whatever his theory and all that stuff, or his discoveries. For me, if you're a genius, you're genius to and through in everything you do. You make mistakes through your process and trial of trying to understand your discovery. That's it. And I guess you can make trials and mistakes through life itself as well. But not ones where you're marrying your cousin. That's too much of a mistake to return from. But I guess that's what they were doing in those days, or something or the other. I don't know. And strain of the day at 32% is minties. Yes. Get you some.
Come on, man. He's Kanye West. Just let her go. It's over. Everybody knew what it was gonna be before he even got married to her. It all played out for all of us.
Yes, this man is right. That's another thing. In addition, who he chose for a significant other was not a genius move. It was very desperate, controversial, and weird. If I'm the richest man, or to be, or on my way to or if I just have regular fame and celebrity, I am not picking a woman that has already been ran through like the Lincoln Tunnel. Passed through celebrity hands with the S. Now, I need something a little less under the radar. Not so much showing up on everyone's radar. Oh, there goes that hoe who was sucking a man off on YouTube. Oh, how do you walk something like that down the aisle? I didn't see the marriage, but I guess he did. And for him to believe that he was going to turn a hoe into a housewife is definitely not genius. Oh, who are we kidding here?
See, now you're on TV, every day bringing our name up. That's the only thing.
I think you and I have spoke before, sir, and I appreciate your perspective. How old are you? I forget. How old are you?
I'm 30, yeah.
Right,
a couple of days ago.
Right. Now you're not a father,
Yeah.
correct? You're not a father, and you're not married.
I'm not a father yet. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So I do understand that side of things.
No, hang on. Kanye West is a father. Me, I'm chicken shit. I've never wanted to assume the responsibility. You have not taken the plunge yet. It's very easy for you and I to say, yeah, he should let it go. But when you have children with those beautiful little eyes, I call them life forces, and they look at you. And they break you as a man, which is the reason why I don't want kids. I don't want to be broken by kids or a bitch. When they look at you, you change. And you cannot let the woman go who gave birth to those children, especially when they're small. It is your job to either
I disagree on what he just said. You cannot let them go. I disagree.
reunite with that human semen receptacle, or to mentally destroy that bitch. So I'm not mad at him for constantly calling her name. I'm gonna destroy you, bitch. When you're not with me, you're nothing. No, but nobody wants that crotch. Your crotch stinks, bitch, and I'm gonna tell the world I'm going to destroy you. I want you to live a life of misery and torment. I want you to lose weight by way of stress. I want your hair to fall out, bitch. I'm done with you, and I don't want anyone else to have you. She's got his kids. How many kids?
I feel you.
How many kids did she actually push out of her vagina? I don't think she pushed them all out.
4. Oh, did she not? Well, one of them was a foreign. I don't know.
I forget. But he's dedicated to destroying her. I'm not mad at that. Go ahead. You were saying, go ahead.
I get that. I get
Waste
that.
of
There's
energy.
other ways to do it, which is just leveling up. Get yourself your own bitch, or your own bitches, and just be Kanye without mentioning her. That even, you see, when you got a bitch and you respect, she's your baby mom. All right, I've never had that experience, but you loved her, she loved you. When you never mention her again, and you're still popping, that really hurts. That's what really pains them. The fact that he's going out his way to keep acknowledging, the fact that she's voicing it's just to get Kim out.
But what are they doing? Concentrate on how better he can get revenge. Wasted energy. He put himself in that bed. Time to sleep.
Kanye's attention now. Let me just move on to Black Lives Matter.
No. So let's stay there for a second, because again, with all due respect, you and I cannot relate to what a lot of these guys go through out here. They can't let go of a woman who is, got their kids sitting on the lap of the next man.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. Why is my 4-year-old daughter sitting on the lap of a bum-ass nigga up in Chuck E. Cheese? Bitch, I'm gonna come over there and shoot the dog. I'm gonna kick over the fish tank. I'm gonna choke you, bitch. And I'm gonna pistol whip your mother.
Tattoos.
Don't you ever let my daughter sit on the lap of some bum-ass nigga. You got me fucked up. Go ahead.
Any nigga.
You got kids, you think like that.
That is the energy.
Tattoos of the kids' names on it. But let me just quickly address the Black Lives Matter.
No, sir, we gotta stay on this for a second. You brought it up, we're talking.
Okay,
We're talking. Yeah.
no worries.
Bitch, don't you ever let your boyfriend who smokes mid kiss my 8-year-old daughter on her cheek. Bitch, I'll kill you. I'll kill you, bitch. Don't you ever
Bitch,
let another man kiss my daughter on her cheek. Niggas out here with COVID and herpes.
Yeah, I'll feel you.
Unique.
I feel you.
You can't just let him. You can't just let him go, sir. It's the kid.
It is the truth. Salute
After
to
a couple of years,
The
you
nigga
don't
wa-
even want the pussy anymore. It's about the kids. About the kids. Bitch, who's picking up my 5-year-old son from school, bitch?
When I'm done with someone, I could care less what they do. Don't even want Here's the name again. I'm the same way. All my exes are exes for a reason, and it stays that way. There's not one in the history of, I don't know how many exes I've had in my lifetime, but there ain't one of them that we ever got back cool, or I was following around or wondering what the fuck they was up to. Let me just call back up. What's her name again? Yeah. Lenice? Hey, I was just thinking about you, not for nothing. How you been? Never. Ever. Ever. I'm not searching you up on fucking Facebook, MySpace, wherever I remember you from. More than likely, I don't even live there anymore. Like, I don't want to, like, if we see each other on the same street and I'm heading in your direction or vice versa, cross the fucking street. Cross the street. Do us the favor. I'm not going to, but you should. There you go. There you go. Just get the fuck out of my way. I don't like you anymore. I once loved or liked you. Once is a key word. Once upon a time, and as I look down at my wrist, times have changed. I'm like that. And when it's over, oh, there will be no mistaking about the love that is left here. No, you're gonna know to and through. We're done. Mm-hmm. What? You sure? Once I've already assessed for whatever the reason, we done. Oh, you gonna get that. You gonna get that raw talk. Hey, shut the fuck up, bitch. I don't give a goddamn. Go suck dick. Go suck a AIDS-infested dick and die. Hmm? Why I never? Well, you should have. The worst is when you're trying to do you, they want to act like all of a sudden they give a damn about their kid. Now, see, for me, that hits different. That's why I disagreed and stopped him earlier. Like, it ain't always like that, For example, my eldest, she was kidnapped. I hate her mother. I want, beyond not wanting anything to do with her, I kind of want her head on a platter because of what she did. Because there was no love between us left. So, because of what she did, it's easy for me to say fuck her. I'm not giving a fuck about her. I found her, she found me back, we found each other through the internet, and that shit didn't last fucking 30 days. The relation between me and my daughter, yeah, years. Me and her mom, oh no. And I told my daughter, of age, yeah, no, me and your mom do not rock. We do not. I cannot forgive her. Hey, I don't think about it. Kidnap is something different, yeah. It hits different. It hits a lot different. So I can relate to those vibes of what he's saying. Oh, bitch, who you got my kid around? I went through that when she came back into the picture. Nothing majorly, because I wasn't there. I wasn't outside in front of the house waiting for my daughter to come down on a visit and, seeing the stepfather walk out with, my ex, and here comes my kid. No, I've never been in that situation. Woof. I wouldn't be able to handle. God know that. That's why he ain't hooked me up with none of it. And he gave me a woman that loves me and bared 2 more children for me, and everything is gracious. It doesn't fill the void of hatred that I have for my baby mama. And my baby mama, latest one, you know, she's had to be tough because of what I went through or was put through. And I thank and love her for it. And we blessed, we good. Yeah. But getting back to topic, Kanye. See, I didn't know my first baby mama was some cruel ass bitch. I found out the hard way. Kanye knew who Kim Kardashian was. And he chose to invest anyway. I don't feel any remorse for him. What'd you expect her to do? Get off the whole shit, have some kids, and live happily ever after? Well, of course that's what he thought. Content, it wanted clout. It was a shock value move. I knew when they first got together, it wasn't gonna last. And he started having kids, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe she got off her shit. Still, and she looks attractive. And I don't give a fuck just because you look attractive. Looks ain't everything. They're on the list of needed things. Okay. But looks ain't everything. Clout chasing, clout providing. If it wasn't for him, she wouldn't have rose to her fame to where she's at now with her own beauty line and all this and that. I don't think so. Now, if she'd have been done from sucking off Ray J on YouTube, for the love of Ray J. I have no problem with people having fun and enjoying themselves, but if you're going to do it at the expense of YouTube, gosh. Tell me about your morals. Do you have any? They wanted clown, but ended up losing his sanity, and he lost his sanity. Selling homeless people's clothing, trying to turn hoes into housewives, and the list goes on. Wearing White Lives Matter shirts, and I'm not on the opposite side of that. Like, no, white lives don't matter. No, I'm on the point of what he did, his action. I mean, he did that just recently, right? And when he went to go see the president, I was found it funny. Nobody really focused on that. But when he went to go see Donald Trump, he dyed his hair blonde. I mean, what are we on? Can we take a moment and make some sort of sense of it all? When he got off the elevator and was asked, hey, what did you and the president talk about? Oh, nothing. We've been friends forever, you know, stuff. Right. All right, man. You have a good day. Ninjas was, for the last 3 to 4 years, Ninjas was consistent for over 4 years, since B.O.B.'s album. Ninjas been talking about this black activist, black woke business, right? But I ain't seen diddly squat shit on a shingle. I ain't seen shit that I can effectively say, oh yeah, nah, but you know what I mean? So-and-so did this and that, and then because of that, now we have this. No activism, no action. They do whatever they have to try to keep themselves relevant. I know that's part of the game. That's the game for everybody, except sports figures. They have to keep themselves relevant by their stats, by their actions. Just tell me, please, anything, something. Because while we're just moving out to black activists, and I'm not knocking my people, I'm still on the events. Obama didn't do anything. So while we had a black president, he didn't do nothing. Please tell me what Kanye gonna do. Because I'm highly interested in finding out. What is he gonna do? Or any of the other wealthy, extremely wealthy members of the black community gonna do? What you gonna do? Ninjas ain't been doing nothing but keeping the wealth to themselves, for themselves. They earned it. It's theirs. Oh shit. Michael Jordan don't owe me a fucking penny. But would it be in Michael Jordan's best interest to start a committee with all the black celebrities that at least make $1 million a fucking year and get something going for the black communities of America? I mean, what kind of wave would that be? Tidal wave, monsoon activity waves. Oh, but nobody's interested in doing that. We got the internet. What's the problem, Ken? We can't meet up like our parents and uncles and aunts and grandparents did and then make something, bring something to Washington. No, we can't self-supply our own reparations in some sort of way. I mean, wouldn't that be nice if I was getting a check once a month of what, 5, 10,000? I mean, what can we allocate? What can we afford? You know, the combined of all black celebrities, men and women, from all sectors. We ain't just looking at Kanye. I mean, what if we had to pay it forward to ourselves at 15%? Because, you know, we always go the extra mile. We go hard in the paint like Waka and them. So for ourselves, we're going to put 20%. I mean, your average immigrant worker, sweatshop worker, doesn't even get half of their wages. And they got it bad. Just a suggestion, even more so than just a suggestion, because I won't dumb my shit down like that. That's my shit. And I had that idea back when I had the idea of making it. And I was going to make it in the league for sports or the Olympics or whatever the fuck I made it in. I would. And I had this all devised through the NBA. After the game, just meeting up with the other players. Hey man, I got this little organization going. You know what I'm saying? You just contribute 2% of your, contract, seasonal contract, you know what I'm saying? Without question, you know what I'm saying? 86 games a year, I think I meet everyone in the fucking league, so therefore that 2% becomes like 2,000. The profit margin, and it'd be non-profit and all towards urban reparations. And that can just span off into whatever fuck we need it to mean. And help. Oh, damn. I had them thoughts in the fucking 90s. I just knew I was gonna make it, but then Ma Greasy stole $250,000 from me, so that made problems, you know. Plans got put on pause. I left the country. I was hurt. I wanted to hurt someone. I leave the country, come back to the country, and they fucked over everything musically and the people that were getting money. It would have been nice to have been in a position to run this past Chuck D and the others, you know, just leaders of hip-hop and shit. How about we, you know, and then you guys help me bring this to the others and everyone, and before you know it, in 10 years' time, oh, if you could just see us now. Is anyone catching the vision? But nope. I'm the only one that had that plan. Maybe someone else did. Maybe Kobe did, and that's why they killed him or something or the other. I've never heard it. A plan any other like it, though. Never heard anyone say it, no any other person suggested. Like I said, I won't dumb down my own idea. And thank you. I appreciate that. You know, most people think I'm crazy. And while we at it, you know what I'm saying, give myself a little ego brush. I feel that's genius. But it's always better to have someone else say it than yourself. You know what I'm saying? Looks too boastful. You go around telling people you're a genius. Cool. I forget what it is that they say about crazy people, but fuck it, let's attune to it. Where was I? Where were we? Kanye. Yeah. You know who? It just hit me like a smack in the face. I see the vision now. You know who Kanye is? Even though he's the richest richest black American, you know who he is? Right now, in the media scope and everything going on, and everyone chiming in, and the matter of the chiming, you know what the event is? Kanye's just a poor black kid, even though he's the richest. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, look at this poor black kid in his situation of life. Let us just chime in. He's got all the money, but the situation is so poor. But at the end of the day, in the beginning of the next, Kanye is going to be fine. And I'm pretty sure there's other matters to focus on besides one of the richest black men of America's demise. Self-imploding demise. Again, I don't have the capacity for sympathy for him. I still haven't watched any of his documentary series or any of that stuff. I've watched Kanye for a while. I remember when I first heard him. His first hit, to me, he had made music before that I didn't make it to my ears. First hit from Kanye that I respected, I was like, oh shit, who's that? Jesus Walks. So I remember thinking, oh shit, somebody put Jesus in their rhymes and it's working out though. Niggas ain't getting hated on. Like, that's some soft shit. He didn't put guns in his rhyme, he put Jesus. And Jesus Walks with me. The beat was hard, the hook was all that, and, you know, his voice, what he was saying. I was with him. Keyword was. When I came to find out shortly thereafter his success from the song, that he took money from a church and did not perform at the church. Came up with some excuse, whatever, wasn't able to make it to the church, which happens. But the sucker shit was that he kept the money. Now there you are. On your way to fame, on the way up, money's just there. Why would you not give the church back their money? You think they don't need it, maybe? And then 6, 7, 8 years down the line, end up doing a gospel album, and the whole, I haven't heard that album and don't wanna. As long as I'm unique, still her favorite rapper, then everything's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? We're staying underground, by the way. Oh, i.e., Universal Energy is really beaming because I was thinking about you hours ago, Unique. I was like, you know I seen her and I told her, but I haven't been hitting her with the message in the DMs like, yo, I'm about to go on. I did that once or twice. But I hadn't, for like the last 3-4 days, and I was like, damn, is she gonna see the bat signal in the sky or what? And here we are. When If All Falls Down was my first. When It All Falls Down. Yeah, I wasn't really with him then. That's when he lost his mom in the accident. I wasn't, his graduation album and all that. I didn't buy into any of it. I wasn't really. He never, Kanye, and he was on some different vibe in a way too. And I wasn't ready. You rolling with Jay-Z, but you're not talking about violence and shit. It kind of was a throw off. Apparently, one of our viewers was a Kanye fan and must have felt offended by something I said. Sorry, not sorry. That's crazy how we connect like that. The universal moments. When he sacrificed his mom for his fame. I've heard this. Don't they all have to give up something? Someone close to them in order to get this superstardom fame that, as Waypoint mentioned, needs to be kept revitalized and relevant. I miss the good old days when Kanye and Kim were in Paris, kidnapped. And they got out of that unscathed. And, I didn't want anything to happen anymore, but I just felt it was so fucking fake. So staged. I felt that. Like, oh, come on, get the fuck out of here. So I guess she's not a ride or die. I remember feeling like, okay, well, she wrote this out with him and shit, you know, she might, you know, be the ride or die. I don't know. People change. It must have all been a joke, because she cheated on him and left him for a comedian. I mean, that's making a statement. Actions always speak louder than your words. She left him for a smaller version of Blake Griffin. Publicity stunt. Just like the White Lives Matter t-shirt. He'd been doing publicity stunts, so why stop? I'm gonna give the man some credit, even though his credit score is low in this range. His credit score's through the roof. You know, any credit company would hand over the business to him, the entire credit union. But he gets low credit score. For kudo points. His kudos are very low. You gotta have a decent amount of kudo points to maintain, you know? The only kudos out of that was that in that publicity stunt, it's a good thing no one was actually harmed. Just like, you know, the disclaimer on the comedic skits and shit. You know, no animals were actually harmed in this video. You know, or, you know, the infomercials, you know, actor is an actor, not a real professional. Believe half of what you hear and less of what you see. But Kanye didn't end up, all of Kanye's career, he didn't end up in a good old, put him up fisticuff with no other artists that I can recall. Like, yeah, they was scrapping. No reporters. Okay, that comes with the territory. What celebrity hasn't attacked a reporter is a better question. Hasn't come to fisticuffs with nobody, but somehow ended up in a whole kidnap situation. Man, that's tough. Yeah. Like I said, seems staged. They did what? Took the jewelry. They didn't rape Kim Kardashian? Nope. I guess they wasn't interested in her, you know. And that was shortly after she was catching champagne from flying a rainbow over her, shaking champagne into the bottle that was clenched between her ass cheeks. Well, dudes were desperate for the money, not Kim, though. And you know normally how kidnappings go and shit like that. I don't know. Just saying. They didn't disrespect her in front of him. Everything just went, you know, cordial kidnapping. Just, yeah. If you say so. Publicity stuff. 2 months later, she was on Oprah's couch. I was so scared. Everything happened so fast. Right. Ooh, one more. Well, they're talking about being parents. It's embarrassing that her and him and her had children, 4, and matter of 4 times, continually came up with the most basic, simple, lame-ass fucking names for their children. Personal opinion. North, West. I don't know what the others are. He was following through off of Jay-Z and Beyond. Blue. These motherfuckers are artists that we all at some point respected because of what? How much money they had or making? No. Because of what they said. The ingenuity of it, the coolness, the wave, the swagger, the assembly, how you did. That was nice. Yo, you heard what he said? The trend setting. What the fuck did you fall off at in the hospital? Just, what direction did we have to get here? Baby, I told we were going west. That's the kid's name. I'm fucking jet lagged. I just did 3 tours within the year. Where are we right now? In the West? The kid's name is West. What the fuck is going on? I don't call that genius. I call that idiotic, simplistic, simpleton. That's some simpleton shit right there. Daddy, why did you call me blue? Nah, it's my favorite color. These ninjas, boy. Somebody save us. One day, I'll go to sleep and wake up with superpowers, and I'll do it. Until that day, I'm going to leave it to someone else. I'm going to lay in wait for the power or the revelation of that power in some other individual to come to our rescue. And might I like to note, asterisk, I'd like to see that before God's return. I know God can do it, but when he comes back, it's going to be a whole lot of change. There's going to be too much change. I don't know. I'm not really ready. I'd like to see a change while I'm still here on this landscape and dimension. Yeah. The heavy breathing you might be overhearing is coming from Bruno in the background. I'm running a damn kennel these days. Knowles from Saint and Chicago. Those are their names. I am so done. Psalm, like reading from the Psalms. Just, was there a Bible right there in the room? Just, did you guys think of it? No, we didn't have time. Just give me the Bible. Matthew, Joshua, Adam, Job, Jesus. We can go with Jesus. None of us are Latin. David, no, Cain, Abel. I keep seeing this palms, huh? The baby's almost here. Come on, we gotta have the name. Oh shit. And Chicago. So we already already covered the directions. You know I'm pressed. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm not really good with it. You gonna leave it up to me? Yes. Yeah. You say it. Chicago. Name the child Chicago. You know, it's where I'm from. And I'm a big Jordan fan, and Obama, the president. There's a lot of energy in Chicago. Forget about the corruption. Let's name our child Chicago because it just fucking hits so well. What was I thinking? I should have named Adonis Colorado. No, that's too much. Denver. There we go. You know, it's short to the point. Hey, Denver. Come here. Who loves you? Named my daughter Liberty. She was born in New York, you know. Statue right there in the Liberty, Statue of Liberty, and right there, just Liberty. That's her name. Like the statue. You got it. Am I bothering you, bro? Or is it the other way around? And Saint. They probably went to church the day before or something. Or what we named the last kid? Psalm. And I was thinking last time, but it wasn't quick enough. Saint. And then they got St. Peter, St. Paul, St. Mary, a bunch of saints. Let's name our child Saint. Plus, that was a good movie, huh? Boondock Saints? I mean, I might be wrong, but wasn't it God who created saints? Didn't God give them their sainthood or something? Titles? I don't know. Saint. Just saint. Nothing else. You know, could have made it fancy. Not just a regular saint. You know, just a saint in general. Saints, New Orleans. Kid grows up, ends up playing for the league, ends up playing for the Saints. Saint. Rob named his daughter Dream. Who's Rob? Rob Zombie. Kanye names her daughter Stormy. Just named the kid Breeze. Aerodynamic. Aero. No, you know what? That's too basic. Let's make it fancy. Name my child Mach 3. Fuck you mean? Off the wall, man, the aspects. Okay, come out, crap. We're gonna now call him Teardrop. What are Jay-Z's kids' name? I know Blue. What's the other? Ivy. Ivy's not so damn bad, except that was a villain in Batman. And there's Poisonous Ivy. And then there's the Intrius. What do they call it? The vein, the shit, the Ivy. I don't know that was such a grand, genius idea. But hey, Google, what are Jay-Z and Beyonce's children's name?
On the website people.com, they say Beyonce and Jay-Z welcomed 3 children together after tying the knot in 2008, Blue Ivy, Rumi, and Sir. I also found an answer to this question. Why did Beyonce name her son Sir Carter? Do you want to hear it?
Sir Carter. No.
Okay.
What was the one before it? I don't want to. Elon named his son what? X/E A-12 Musk. Of course. It's the logical thing to do. Ivy is a cool name. Avitra. Avitra. Avisha. Iverina. Evrana. Ivy, okay, because you said so. All right. I'll let Ivy pass. She gets a pass. The rest of the kids. Did they name their child, from what I remember, Sir? So now this kid, every time, somewhere, excuse me, sir. Nigga at the restaurant, you ask for the waiter, he's just new. Excuse me, sir. What? No, not you. No, sir. Good sir. The fucking complications this kid is gonna have to go through. Somebody named the kid Apple. Right. I'm dead with the Elon Musk one, though. Hey, Google, what is Elon Musk's net worth?
The net worth of Elon Musk is $207,700,000,000.
And he named his kid /A-A-12. Hey Google, what is Kanye West's net worth?
The net worth of Kanye West is $2 billion.
So let me get this right. The richest black man in America has $2 billion. The richest white man in America has $207 billion. Oh, jeez. Let's see. That's the difference. I mean, like, you got $2, right? You got your little 2 cents and shit. But I got $270. Oh, no. Pardon. $27,000. And you got $2. That's the spread right there. The fuck out of here. But he's genius. He's genius. He must be, because somehow he managed to get $2 billion. The rich get richer, yeah. That's why I said the look at Kanye right now is, oh, this poor black boy. A little poor black boy from the ghetto, you know? Mm-hmm. $2 billion, a lot of money, guaranteed. But in the scheme of things, of people that are making money, that, what the fuck is that? Right? No hatred, but 2 billion or 207 billion. Shit, the 7 alone triples his worth, and then there's still a leftover billion. Half of his worth. With the change. You don't even have to worry about the 200. Hey Google, what is Warren Buffett's net worth?
The net worth of Warren Buffett is $95,500,000,000.
He's only half a bill away from 100 bill. Hey Google, what is Jeff Bezos' net worth?
The net worth of Jeff Bezos is $130,400,000,000.
His wife took half of that. He's still 70 times better off than Kanye. Imagine all that money. We didn't crunch the numbers just yet. So he's got 150. The other dude had 1, and Buddy's got 210. Let's call it, because by tomorrow he would have made another 3 billion. Elon. What we do? What is that? 2, 3, 4 with the half, and the other change from his, because it was 270. No, 207. 2224. I'm looking at like somewhere of 5, and probably by tomorrow or the next fiscal quarter, $700 million. What the fuck did I just say? $700 billion. There's another person. Now, hey Google, what is Michael Jordan's net worth?
The net worth of Michael Jordan is $1,700,000,000.
Jesus. Kanye passed him by 300 million. He's almost at 2. 1.7. She did say billion, right? Hey Google, show me that again.
The net worth of Michael Jordan is $1,700,000,000.
Billion, yes. Okay. Thank you. Ooh.
The net worth of LeBron James is $1 billion.
One. Okay. Hey Google, what is the net worth for Oprah Winfrey?
The net worth of Oprah Winfrey is $2,500,000,000.
Okay, so Kanye is the richest black man, and she's the richest female. Hey Google, what is Donald Trump's net worth?
The net worth of Donald Trump is $3,200,000,000.
Two more. Hey Google, what is Mitch McConnell's net worth?
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
What we got? Don't know. Estimated net worth for 2018. It's a big number. 300 something billion? I don't know. Hey Google, what is Nancy Pelosi's net worth?
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
I love how it's not shown. Right? So, hey Google, who is the richest person?
Here is some information from the web that might possibly help. On the website Investopedia.com, they say, 1. Elon Musk, age 51, residence Texas, co-founder and CEO, Tesla, net worth $228 billion, Tesla ownership stake 15%, $99.3 billion, and other assets, space exploration technologies, $46.9 billion private asset, The Boring Company, $3.33 billion private asset, Twitter, $3.8 billion public asset, $17.8 billion in cash 9,106. People also ask me, who is the richest man in the world? Want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website businessinsider.in, they say, Jeff Bezos, $150 billion. Bezos founded the behemoth Amazon in 1994 out of his garage in Seattle.
But they just gave Elon 200 and some odd. I guess because his money is not all in one or whatever. Yeah. Hey Google, who's the richest woman in the world?
Sure, here's some helpful information I found on the web.
Frances Betancourt Myers, 74.8. I don't know if it's millions, so they're not putting numbers. Alice Walton, 65.3. Julia Koch and family, 60. Mackenzie Scott, 43.6. And I'm going to assume those are millions. But they're not saying. That's another good question.
On the website Forbes.com, they say, Abigail Johnson. She owns an estimated 24.5% stake in the firm, which has $4.2 trillion in managed assets and was founded by her grandfather in 1946.
Oh, they use trillion. 4.2 trillion. And Abigail Johnson, who owns an estimated whatever percent in a firm, I don't know either. Yeah. So, if the more powerful, just 5 of them were to, join forces, they could Stop world hunger. Eradicate homelessness. In 1 year's time. The so-called rich of the black community, thus why they keep their money to themselves and parade to us how you gotta just be strong and make it, all while posting how good their life is. Just two of them. So Kanye, with his $2 billion, ain't doing shit. But Kanye with his $2 billion, Oprah with her, she have more than Kanye? No. She was 1.7 billion. Jordan and the likes, King, LeBron James only has $1 billion. Only 100 million. If they were to combine forces, and others, something could be done. Because if they were to combine forces, let's just say another, because there is at least another 30 people with the same bracket or teetering around it or more, then now you have a collective pot and treasure of $100 billion to wrangle everyone's contributions. And that, no, well over 100. We'd have Jeff Bezos money, Warren Buffett money, 300 billion. Taking the money from the sports figures, the artists, and any other sector of, black-owned, successful, all sports. Sports is going to be a big contributor. Politicians, whatever, free contributions, people that don't have to be, black or not, or a part of it, but want to, donate to the cause, They can see their money going to work. I'm up on my, from 4:20, 2 hours later now, high shit. They drive by, we drive by in our regular economic vehicles or this year's latest model of something, but they drive by in top-notch tinted windows with the curtain and the umbrella. It comes with the car. Chauffeured out, convoy, passing through the slums. No different than the old times with royalty or the king and the queen or any of their constituents, the Dutch, the Duchess, the prince, moving through town, through the slums. Throwing bitten apples out the window, Right. Lucky for me, my little one doesn't have to go to school today. But I gotta get the situation right with my vehicle. I got the all electric, and for some reason it died out in a parking lot not too far from here. So I gotta get that moved and situated and fixed. Yay. So I'm glad I put forth the extra effort. Exciting. Made it worth the while. I can't wait to wait around for the fucking tow company. It's such a lovely experience. And then driving the car and then filling out. And, I can't wait. I'm so excited about it. That's why I couldn't sleep. It's like Christmas. Can't wait to get to it. Yeah. But I'm glad I stayed up, caught you before the week was done and has begun. I caught you before the week was done and as it has begun. Yeah, I said that correctly. So it's a 2-for-1 special. Right back at you. And I hope everything's good. I've been firing off since you joined. But and I hope everything will be okay for you moving forward and get better. If anything was not okay. Alright? See this face? I'm gonna go put it to some rest. Figure out how to get the car where it should be at some point. No problem. Thank you. You showed up too. We should be thanking ourselves. Alright, Neek. Let me get up out of here. I wouldn't have been able to close it without you anyway. So, much love, and I'll catch you on the next one. You loving ass from Fatal. Peace. Bye.